What happens after death? For centuries, ancient civilizations conjured incredible myths and rituals about the afterlife to answer this very question. The idea of life after death, the continuation of the soul or consciousness beyond the physical body, is one of humanity's oldest and most universal concepts. It's hard to find a culture without some notion of an afterlife. Why is this idea so deeply rooted? Perhaps it's our instinctive fear of oblivion, a desire for eternity for ourselves and loved ones. Or maybe it's an attempt to make sense of loss, to comfort the grieving. Ancient people sought answers to cope with death, creating intricate mythologies, rituals, and cults. These not only explained the unknown, but also shaped ethical norms, social structures, and even architecture. Beliefs about what awaits us on the other side offered hope, but also imposed responsibility for our actions in this life. Did you know that the ancient Egyptians prepared for eternity, viewing death as a gateway to a new world filled with trials and divine judgment? Ancient Egyptians didn't see death as the end, but as a transition to another existence. Eternity. Their afterlife beliefs were incredibly detailed and influential. Central to their beliefs was the preservation of the body, considered the home of the soul, Ba, and life force, Ka. That's why mummification became an art form, a complex ritual essential for passage into the afterlife. The journey through the Duat, or Underworld, was fraught with trials. To guide the deceased, they created the pyramid texts, coffin texts, and the famous Book of the Dead, a survival guide for the underworld. This journey culminated in the weighing of the heart ceremony before Osiris. In the Hall of Two Truths, the deceased's heart was weighed against the feather of Ma'at, goddess of truth and order. A pure, light heart meant eternal life in the field of reeds, a paradise of abundance. A heart heavy with sin was devoured by the monster Ammit, condemning the soul to oblivion. No one tells the story of the Greek and Roman underworld like the ancients themselves, with its shadowy rivers, enigmatic judges, and inescapable fate. While Egyptians saw death as a new beginning, the ancient Greeks and Romans viewed the realm of Hades, or Pluto, as a darker, inescapable place. This vast underworld was the destination for all souls, regardless of status or wealth. The journey began with crossing a mystical river, most famously the River Styx, ferried by Charon, who demanded payment, a coin placed under the deceased's tongue. Without it, the soul was doomed to wander the shores. Souls then entered different regions. Ordinary people, neither virtuous nor villainous, found eternal rest in the asphodel meadows, a bleak existence. Heroes and the righteous went to Elysium, beautiful paradise gardens. Those who committed terrible crimes in life were sent to Tartarus, a deep abyss of eternal torment guarded by the Furies. Another important river was Lethe, the river of forgetfulness. Souls who drank from it forgot their earthly lives, a final break with the past, and complete immersion in the afterlife. In the heat of battle, a fallen Viking warrior might hope for a feast in Odin's halls. But what awaited those who didn't die in combat? And where did other souls go in the harsh Viking world? In the harsh world of Norse myths, your fate after death depended on how you lived and, crucially, how you died. The ultimate hope for a warrior slain in battle was Valhalla, Odin's magnificent hall in Asgard. There, the Valkyries brought valiant Einherjar to feast, train, and prepare for the final battle of Ragnarok. It wasn't just paradise, it was eternal warrior service with honor. Some fallen warriors went to Folkvanger, the hall of the goddess Freya. But what happened to those who didn't meet a heroic death? Those who died of old age, sickness, or in their sleep? Their path led to Hellheim, a dark and cold realm ruled by the goddess Hel, daughter of Loki. This wasn't a place of punishment like the Greek Tartarus, but a neutral, dim abode where souls simply existed, deprived of the joys of life. The road to Hellheim was long and perilous. All these worlds, Valhalla, Folkvanger, Hellheim, were connected by the great world tree Yggdrasil, which permeated all 9 realms, symbolizing the interconnectedness of existence and the afterlife in Norse cosmology. Vikings had a distinct, if divided, view of what awaited their souls. While some dreamed of Valhalla and others feared Tartarus, countless other ancient cultures worldwide created their own, sometimes surprising, versions of the afterlife. How did these beliefs differ from Mesopotamia to early Christian communities? Beyond the lands of Egypt, Greece, and Scandinavia, we find an incredible diversity of afterlife beliefs. Take ancient Mesopotamia, for example. The land of the dead, known as the land of no return, was far less optimistic than the Egyptian field of reeds. It was a dusty, gloomy place where all souls went, regardless of their earthly deeds. No judgment, no paradise gardens, just eternal gray existence in the shadows. Early Jewish beliefs also envisioned the afterlife, called Sheol, as a common repository for all the dead, a dark, silent place where souls lingered in oblivion, cut off from life and God. It was not a place of punishment, but a state of non-existence, devoid of active life. However, with the rise of early Christianity, the concept of the afterlife underwent a radical transformation. Instead of gloomy underworlds or faceless oblivion, Christianity offered a clear system of reward and punishment, heaven for the righteous and hell for sinners, along with the idea of bodily resurrection. This was a completely new perspective, where personal responsibility and moral choices in earthly life had enormous consequences for the soul's eternal fate. These beliefs not only explained the unknown, but actively shaped the morals and ethics of entire societies. It's astonishing that, millennia later, these ancient beliefs about the afterlife continue to shape our fears, hopes, and self-awareness. Feel how deeply the roots of the past have grown into our present. Our journey through ancient afterlife beliefs has revealed common threads: the idea of continued existence, a threshold, river, gate, and reward or retribution for earthly deeds. These archetypes are universal. From the Egyptian weighing of the heart to the Greek Tartarus and the Norse Valhalla, humans have always tried to make sense of death. Uniqueness lay in the details, rituals, gods, the specifics of these worlds. These myths haven't disappeared. They deeply influenced our culture, art, literature, language, ethics. They remind us of humanity's eternal quest to understand the mystery beyond life and its influence on our present. We hope this journey through ancient worlds of the afterlife has inspired you to new reflections. If you want to explore the mysteries of the human spirit and uncharted corners of history, be sure to subscribe to Mysteries of the Spirit and like this video. Your support helps us uncover even more amazing stories.